Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Colin Nathan in the Hotbox Gym again, and we've got a couple of good announcements that have happened in the last couple of hours.
Couple of hours. I know, like, you're a bit miffed that we're not, the red corner SA Boxing Talk's not behind me. It's one of those things, though.
Yeah.
You were talking about a picture, but it's...
Yeah, we can. I mean, just over your right-hand shoulder.
What about a chop, like a tattoo? SA Boxing? No, not on me, on you.
Well, Mike Tyson's next to you there, so you got the chop on the face.
So you think about like a SA Boxing Talk, and okay, yeah, looks good, especially with your beard being groomed and stuff.
Yes. I could definitely pull that off. Yeah, I could. I mean, but look, there is a section there open for something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's for my head in case I bash it back. Bashing my head of all the grey hairs in boxing. Yeah, so a couple of hours. So SIVE Nontshinga's fight's now been confirmed for Monte Carlo, November 4th. Very excited about that against Andrew Dominguez from Mexico. Good fight, good fighter as well, good challenger, very aggressive. Yeah. SIVE is going to be on his game, has to be on his game to retain the championship. And the big news now is LERATO DLAMINI is fighting former WBO bantamweight world champion Tomoki Komida in a massive fight on the 7th of October. Yeah, 7th of October. Right, yeah. And I got the contract chat. It's been signed, sealed. Looking forward to that now. And it's a great opportunity for LERATO. He's world class. Lost a razor thin decision to Jazza Dickens. Anywhere else in the world we could have nicked the decision. But we lost, and it was a good learning curve for LERATO, and I still think the world of his ability, and I think he's world class. And this win on the 7th of October will propel him right to where he needs to be and get literally his next fight could be a world title shot. So looking forward to this, and it's just very exciting. And then of course Saturday I leave, to go to Japan to do what many feel is the impossible, and I know we're going to do it. So I'm looking very forward to the next few months, because also Boxing 5's announced October 14th with Heather featuring as the main event, and it's just great to be getting the ball rolling again. Very excited.
Yeah, it is exciting times as well. It's busy again, and it wasn't busy for the last couple of months, but now it's getting hot again because you even got Katlego Kanyisa on, good.
Yeah, Joyce's fight card on the 30th of September. That's just such a great fight. Talent's such a really good fighter, and he's got a good trainer in Sebastian. And I just think it's just such a compelling fight. It's like a real pick'em fight. I mean, obviously, I feel that we got the right guy for the contest. But it's just like from a fan's perspective, that fight could steal the show, really. It's just going to be a crazy fight.
Yeah, that was my pick for fight of the night as well. I know it's two prospects, but still, that's what genuine 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and it's just a great fight, and I think it comes for the right time for both guys. So it's just going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to that, really am. And of course, Joyce coming back. I believe it's her first show for the year, actually, isn't it? Is it the first show of the year?
No, she did one earlier this year.
Did she do? Okay.
With Bongani and his son.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, of course I did a fight. I mean, where's my mind? But looking forward to her coming back. Just looking forward to a lot of activity in South Africa again, because we need it. With all the shenanigans that's been going on, it's just crazy. You got to shake your head and think, what the F,
Yeah, it's not so busy, but I mean, we are going. We are talking also about overseas fights, and I wanted to start with LERATO's fight because he's done it before. He's gone and traveled and upset what many people thought was a favorite fighter in Dave Penaloza. He's got another opportunity to do that in Japan with a highly favored opponent.
Yeah, I mean, Tomoki's got a really good record. He's like 40 wins, 3 losses. Former world champion. They're obviously trying to propel him to get another tilt at a featherweight championship. So, I mean, obviously we start again as the underdog, and that's given. They want our rating, and I get that, or they want to fight someone in the top 10. But again, what's the point of preserving LERATO in the hope of getting a title shot when he beats a guy like Komida? Literally his next fight should be for the world title. So the point that I'm trying to make is that he's at the stage of his career where he's mature enough and he can produce an upset and let him go and have these kind of fights. And when he wins, the world's his oyster. He is in line to fight for a credible world championship then.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously the trip to Japan, you will be doing a couple weeks earlier with HEKKIE, as you mentioned, to do the impossible, as many are saying. But he's done it before. He's done it with Taguchi, where the odds were stacked against him, and he got the Ring Magazine title. It's a similar type of feeling.
Very similar type of feeling. And then, I was actually speaking to Dingon Tabella last night, and I'm a big fan of Dingon, as you know, a lovely guy. And he won the World Championship, the WBC World Championship, when he was 35 years old, and like a massive upset against Glenn Catley. Yeah, in South Africa, 20 years ago actually. Hekkie's 35, and not many people feel that he's got the ability to win this fight, and I do. So I'm really liking our chances for this. It's a big one. I just feel that like Hekkie, his whole career, whatever he's done, whatever he's achieved, has built up to prepare him for this moment. The failures and the successes. And I just feel that he's focused. You've seen him in the gym. You've seen him several times in the gym, focused, ready, mentally prepared, and physically prepared as well, obviously. And I just feel that this is his moment. This is his time.
Yeah, I think it's a feeling here in South Africa that it's going to be. Obviously, the Japanese have got other plans. They obviously feel they got their man, and I think that's the beauty of the sport. Is it's probably in their minds a 60-40 situation.
No, well, not even that. That probably also think of it like, well, Hekkie lost to Kaiguchi, and Taraji beat Kaiguchi like in a brilliant fight and brilliant knockout stoppage. So that's probably what they're thinking as well. But obviously, I know boxing, you know boxing, and it doesn't always work that way. I gave you the example of Iran Barkley, knocking out Tommy Hearns, and then Iran Barkley losing to Roberto Duran, and then Roberto Duran losing to Iran Barkley. So boxing doesn't work like that. So I am confident. I'm not overconfident like I've said to you previously, but I'm confident that we've got the right game plan and I've got the right athletes to produce this massive upset.
All right, perfect. And then obviously SIVE Nontshinga, another special talent. You've also traveled with him, you've achieved with him, and he's got an opportunity in Monte Carlo on a matchroom card who he's signed to.
Yes, it's a great opportunity for SIVE, and I'm just very proud of him. It's just great to be working with Matchroom again, Eddie and Frank and the guys. And it's just a great platform. I mean, Matchroom's probably one of the leading world promoters in boxing currently. So it's just great, and it's just great doing business with them. And I'm looking forward to SIVE. He's got a hard fight in Adrian Dominguez. He was a voluntary actually, but you can't take those guys for granted because they're very hungry. So we have to be on our A game for us to win their fights. And I believe he will be on his A game, and I believe he will retain his championship in Monte Carlo.
Yeah. And then on to bigger things, or maybe a unification after that, or is that premature?
Yeah, I mean, I just read Gonzalez has got a fight defense coming up now against Nicaraguan, I believe, and then let's see. I mean, anything is possible. Matchroom seems to be wanting to unify belts at the moment, and championships, divisions rather. So, I mean, it's not impossible, and let's see how it goes.
And how does the situation play out if Hekkie wins and SIVE wins, and when they do it? I mean, how does that play out in terms of there's one belt left? I mean, how do you pick?
It all depends, I guess. It depends on all the politics of boxing, which promoter is going to come forward and want the unification. That's the reality of what we're doing. It's all about supply and demand, isn't it? If you've got something tangible and another promoter wants another tangible commodity, let's see. It's a good question. I think I'll answer that once we've won.
All right, fantastic. Obviously, get a bit closer and negotiate. Boxing 5. Well, last time I was on an interview, we actually couldn't chat about it yet because there's nothing official. But now we got a date, so the 14th of October. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, looking forward to that one. Heather will be headlining in a keep busy fight. She's number 1 in the IBF. We really want to get a world title shot early next year, so it's just a plan to keep her busy and active. Caden Truter's coming back, I feel about him. Josh Feldman is eventually, no spider bites this time. Told him to stay away from the bush and no cotton, stay away from Spider-Man and stuff. So he's going to be making his debut. There's a whole bunch of other guys as well. It's a fully stacked fight card. It's going to be at the box camp, obviously brought to you by Boxing 5, Larry Riaz and Ledumo and myself, and just looking forward to it. It's going to be a sellout. We're just looking very forward to that.
Yeah, and I was going to say, congratulations to Ledumo Lamatio on his new position as director. I know that you were speaking about it to me off camera as well. It's a massive add to the company. Absolutely. Ledumo's always been charismatic, and it's just great to see him, obviously
going through what he went through and being what he is now. It's just incredible. It's just like, you know, he was here at the media day yesterday, as you saw, and it was just great having him around. And you know, he takes another step in another direction in his life, and that's promotions and getting involved in boxing behind the scenes. And he'll probably get grey hairs to deal with all the bullshit that we have to deal with, that goes on in the sport. But that's just great, and it's just really refreshing for all of us, and of course there's a strong connection and bond between Larry and Ledumo, and it's just great to be working with these guys as well.
All right, yeah, and obviously he's going to add to, I believe, the department where he's going to unearth new talents and find some new boxers. So that's an exciting one for the promotions. From your side as well, you got a couple of boxers on the show, apart from Heather.
Yeah, Caden, Josh. I think there might be one or two others. I just need to go through the list that we discussed 2 days ago. Subject to change. This is boxing, as you know.
Yeah.
But that's the main focal point right now, is Hedda and then Caden and then Josh from us, and then we're also looking at bringing Creed in as well, okay. Our welterweight from Shannon, who is now 4-0, 3 KOs. So he's a very exciting prospect. So yeah, let's look forward to this 14th. It's been a long time coming, man. Like we stalled, we lost momentum because of the administrative issues that we needed to go through for South African boxing. That's now been done. There should be no delay going forward, and I'm just looking forward to us getting momentum again, because we got a lot of momentum and we made a lot of strides with Boxing 5 this year, and obviously we want to keep building on that and keep the train going.
100%. And obviously we got all the breaking news. Obviously the international fights are exciting. 3 out of 3, going to get 3 wins on the road.
Well, that's what I'm in the game for. I love fighting abroad. I love fighting in hostile territories. I love upsetting the odds. And when you've got the right athletes who believe in you and you can follow a game plan, I believe that we can get 3 wins. Yes.
All right, fantastic. I hate this part of the interview. Have I left anything out?
Have I left anything out? No, I don't think so. Just need to work on that picture.
Yeah. So the picture is a must. There's definitely a space.
We want it like a painting of just the corner cushion.
Let me turn the camera so you can see where exactly there's a space.
Right over. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes. It's a Boxing Talk reservation. Yeah, we've made a reservation there.
Okay. How about I just take the corner cushion off and put it put press stick and press stick it to the wall, and we can have the corner cushion. I think that'll work well, and we can do like.
I can ask Riaz if we can do another one there for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But blue one.